Bukayo Saka is growing into Premier League greatness. But behind the success, he has to follow a set of very strict rules. Cleaning the whole dressing room by himself, washing the captain's car, buying breakfast for the whole club. Here's the strict rules Bukayo Saka has to follow to play for Arsenal. And first, let's talk about the way Arsenal are handling the team punishments, or shall I say, the weird way. Back in 1975, a captivating game show called The Wheel of Fortune aired on television. The premise of the show was that contestants got to spin a wheel and win prizes after completing tasks. But this TV show gave Mikel Arteta a brilliant idea, a completely new way his team could deal with dressing room punishments. So he created something called the Wheel of Misfortune. Anytime a player didn't follow the team rules, they spin the wheel to discover their punishment. Not wearing the team's game day dress code? Spin the wheel. Spending time on your phone in a team meeting? Spin the wheel. All Arsenal players must resume at 9:45 AM on training and club meeting days. A second late and you get to spin the wheel. And the punishments named on this wheel could be everything from washing the captain's, Martin Odegaard's, car, buying food for all the club's employees, massive fines, and even performing a song or a movie scene of his teammate's choice. Now, Bukayo Saka might not be the one that breaks the team rules all that often, but there was one time he made Mikel Arteta absolutely furious. Bukayo Saka is a tricky player, and because of this, he gets fouled a lot. And players who get fouled a lot tend to spend a lot of time in the emergency room. And so, Arteta charged him with a very personal rule. Protect yourself. Arteta has told the lad to do whatever it takes to not get bullied on the pitch. Strength training, ball control work, even simulations to waste some time. Mikel Arteta wants Saka to protect himself by any means necessary. The manager said, "The first one who has to protect Bukayo is himself. Take the fight with your opponents." Wait, what? You mean like this? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Yeah, let's get ready to rumble! And after a game against Aston Villa in February 2023, a frustrated and angry Saka did stand up for himself against his opponents. That ended in Saka starting a little fight on the pitch. Saka's reaction made Mikel angry, and he made it clear that standing up for yourself doesn't mean hitting back in a literal way. Now, even Thierry Henry told Saka the same thing. He wants Saka to be even fiercer. Big players are not nice, Henry told Saka. If you want to be big, if you want to be the guy, big players are not nice. Now, Saka has to not only listen to his coach, but listen to Arsenal's greatest ever player. Wonder what would happen if Saka doesn't. But some rules aren't even a part of the Wheel of Misfortune concept. Some rules are so strict that you simply have to follow them no matter what. And if you don't, let's just say it hasn't happened since 10th of December 2021. Now, one of the rules that were broken that day was their strict and organized diet rule. You see, Arsenal need to take care of their players, and for some players, especially the youngsters, burgers, pizzas, fish and chips, pies, soda, candy. As a youngster, your body can consume a lot of junk without gaining weight or even feeling any energy loss. But that is simply something Mikel Arteta would not allow at all. But there is one thing that Mikel has the hardest punishments for: alcohol. No beers, no whiskey, gin and tonics, mojitos, wine, nothing. So I'm sorry, Kim K, Saka would not be able to share a glass of tequila or champagne for that matter. Now, once a player is considered valuable inside the club, or if their agent is a good negotiator, they'll get special perks. One of those perks is a personal chef who will go to their houses to prepare meals for them. Sounds nice, right? Only that these chefs are also spies. You see, players sometimes like to indulge in other eating habits. While they eat and work out like athletes should, they're human and sometimes like to chill and enjoy a nice meaty burger or a big bowl of ice cream. But if the Arsenal chef catches on, there's going to be a meeting with Arteta. Saka enjoys these privileges. Imagine how strict the rules are for the young lad. But for Saka, this is nothing, and the strict rules go way back to his first game as an Arsenal player. Back in the Unai Emery days at Arsenal, the team had a clear rule. Young players from the academy were not allowed to step inside the first team's dressing room. The catch is that they had to earn the right to be called true gunners, and a season or two of being in the first team mix was not enough. In 2019, when Unai Emery picked Saka from Hale End and threw him into the mix, the whole Premier League fanbase knew that the hierarchy of power was about to change at Arsenal. Inside the club, not a thing changed. Saka continued to be a junior who only played football with the seniors because he was good enough. Here comes the fun part. The academy dressing room is used as a punishment to players who do not keep to the rules. Everyone knows how strict Mikel Arteta really is. Just ask Matteo Guendouzi or Aubameyang. Saka is now a true gunner and is the poster boy for the club's rise. But even he can be sent to the juniors. If he fails to protect himself, it's back to the kiddies with the lad. Talk about strict rules. But there is no rule at Arsenal as strict as the red card fine. And for clutch players like Saka, it's even more strict. Picture this. Your club is playing a high-stakes match. The score is 1-1. Then your defenders make a mistake, which is bound to happen in every game, by the way. And then there's a fast break, a counter-attack that looks so lethal that you can smell a goal. You put your hands on your head in worry that your team's about to lose the game. And then a player decides to take one for the team and make a foul to get sent off. Sounds like a quick respite, no? Only for Mikel Arteta, it isn't. Arteta understands that mistakes happen in games and understands that teams can fall prey to them, but he would rather have his full team on the pitch from start to finish than lose one man. Even if the sky is falling down, no player must be red-carded, especially if you're as important as Bukayo Saka. If any of his players gets a red card, they are not going to just get it, but they'll be paying a very handsome fine of £55. Yeah, £55 means nothing to the guys who earn hundreds of thousands at Arsenal, but it's a very strict warning to them to make sure the team doesn't suffer. And for Saka and others like him who are too important to be suspended, they don't just get to pay a measly £55, they get a verbal arse-whooping from Arteta. I'm pretty sure Saka doesn't want that. No wonder his record is spotless. You know who else feels like a spotless guy in that dressing room? Martin Odegaard. Click this video to see the strict rules he has to follow as the captain of Mikel Arteta's Arsenal.